This is our most unusual awards banquet of all time. It's a banquet with no food. As you know, we get together every year and recognize individuals in our programs, staff members, donors, and others for their contributions to our organization. This year, COVID-19 threw us a bit of a curveball and we can't get together in person in that way. But the executive team and I are still extremely grateful for all of the great things that we have been able to accomplish this year, and we've been able to do it because of people like you who are with us today. This year has been very, very difficult. Having to close programs is just against what we're here to do. Having to, unfortunately, lay off some of our workers in September, extremely painful. But we've had a bunch of staff, volunteers, donors, and community partners who have really risen to the challenge, gone above and beyond what is asked of them. And we want to make sure that we recognize those efforts today. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for all you have done for our organization. And here's to a happier and better 2021. So there's some specific individuals that we want to recognize today, and I'm going to start with our administrative team members of the year. Julie Fletcher, our CEO, is here to help me in recognizing these individuals. An administrative staff member who consistently exemplifies the core values of SOAR365 and has distinguished themselves as an outstanding employee who works tirelessly to support the SOAR365 mission is how this individual is described. We have two winners of this award this year, Kim Murphy and Allison Jones-Nassar. So today we want to say thank you to Kim Murphy, who led one of our key initiatives in 2020. The implementation of the NetSmart system for pediatric therapy. This was a huge multi-year initiative that went live on June 1st in the midst of a pandemic. In the middle of March, as we were almost to the finish line, we got thrown a curveball and we had to switch from in-person to telehealth visits, which meant a whole new configuration aspect to the system. Kim, you provided excellent service and support for our clinical and billing functions, and we thank you. It's a huge accomplishment. We could not have gotten there without you. So with Allison's leadership, we created a comprehensive action plan designed to allow us to become best in class in volunteer engagement. In October of 2020, we completed that action plan and were recognized with the Service Enterprise Certification, which recognized best-in-class volunteer engagement among nonprofits nationwide. Allison was the driving force behind this accomplishment. Throughout our organization, staff now talk about volunteers and use the word volunteer as part of our day-to-day lexicon. It's how we talk about getting things done. We cannot accomplish the things we want to accomplish long-term without integrating volunteers into the very core of our organization. Because of Allison, we are well along the way to making that happen. Allison, thank you very much. Congratulations. Next, I would like to recognize our Human Service Team Members of the Year. This is a staff member who consistently exemplifies the core values of SOAR365 and has distinguished themselves as an outstanding employee working tirelessly to support our mission. This year we have two winners. Dan and Sharon are the two RNs that we have on staff. Until a couple of years ago, we had never had an RN. I have no idea how we would have made it through COVID-19 without you two. Dan and Sharon have stepped outside of their normal everyday duties on a daily basis. They have played so many new and critically important roles for our organization this year. They have been researchers, health department liaisons. They have become our internal CDC experts. They have helped us develop policies and procedures to keep everyone safe. They've been early morning temperature takers at our various sites. They have provided outstanding research-based guidance for us on how we can continue to operate safely during these difficult times. It is truly a Herculean effort. We could not have accomplished things that we have been able to do this year. We couldn't have kept the doors open without you guys. Thank you very, very much for all that you do for our organization. Next, I would like to recognize our Business Solutions Team Member of the Year. Jim Quigg, who is our Vice President of Business Solutions, is here helping me present. Again, this is a Business Solutions team member who exemplifies our core values and has distinguished themselves as being an outstanding employee working tirelessly to support our mission. Rob Cross is the 2020 Business Solutions Team Member of the Year. Since the day Rob was hired to join us about a year and 9 months ago, he is willingly taken on any assignment or challenge that we handed him, accepted them all with a positive attitude, and proceeded to do a great job. Rob's actual job is being in charge of our custodial and grounds maintenance contracts at Bellwood. However, he's done a lot of things other than just that. In that role, he led us through the certification as a SIMS Green Building recipient with honors, which makes us one of only 8% of the companies that get certified in that world-class custodial services. But Rob has also played a role when he pivoted to other areas, sometimes places that he had little expertise. He took over and led our Henrico County mobile crew team of 30 employees to support one of our most important and critical customers. Next, he helped keep our commercial custodial business alive for months, playing a supervisory role and often having to step in and do work himself to make sure the job got done. Rob's flexibility and can-do attitude clearly elevate him above most of our team and led him to be selected and recognized by his peers and by our leadership team for this award. So now we want to recognize a number of our teams, and the first team we want to recognize today is our administrative team of the year, which is our IT team. Matt Barnes, Kim Murphy, Michael Moore, and Bill Slade. In this crazy pandemic environment of 2020, our IT team has truly gone above and beyond the norm. They helped the entire agency quickly shift from working on-site to working remotely, and we never skipped a beat. The team also worked with the pediatric therapy team so that we were able to pivot to doing telehealth. We're the first provider in Central Virginia to be able to do so. And the team has successfully implemented NetSmart for pediatric therapy, putting us in position to have a successful system for years to come. Another very remarkable thing to accomplish in this remote setting. Throughout, their customer service has been and continues to be exceptional. We're very fortunate to have such an awesome team. The staff at our Bellwood Visitor Center has shown great dedication and resilience in the face of a constantly changing guidance from the military during the COVID-19 pandemic. They have continued to provide great customer service while being on the front lines in the COVID battle. They've remained flexible, adapted to the limitations of plexiglass and masks and social distancing. We appreciate all that they have done coming into work each and every day to support our customer, the U.S. government. and to support SOAR365 and each other through this challenging time. It's been a great job. There's no one from the Visitor Center here today, but Jim, I know you'll get them their award. Our second Business Solutions Team of the Year is our AmerisourceBergen team. Donald Sanderson, Stephen Butler, Delmar Robinson, Ronald Hathcock, Yvonne Davis, and Fred Bullock. The team at AmerisourceBergen has delivered for us and for their customers throughout 2020. This is a group that's always done a great job for us, but once COVID hit, they had to adapt to a customer that was not implementing the same type of safety protocols that we were. They had to work to ensure that they could keep each other safe by following our guidance while supporting their customer that didn't always require it. In the face of the challenges under the leadership of their direct supervisor, Donald Sanderson, they continued to show up every day, do a great job in a situation that was somewhat out of their own and our own control. We thank them for their unflinching dedication to their jobs and to each other. Next, I want to recognize our Special Project Team of the Year, our Reopening Task Force. This is a group that cuts across our organization, has members from a lot of different parts of the company. Charles Story, Emily Lehman, Kendall Rice, Jim Quigg, Mike Adkins, Kim Jones, Chris Martin, Matt Holcher, Sharon Yates, Dan Blair, Bob Lehman, Danny Kenyon, Natasha McLeod, Faith Ann Zamparelli, and Marsha Christian. Having our programs closed for a good part of 2020 has been a huge challenge to us, because serving our program participants is where our hearts are day in and day out. This team has helped us successfully and safely reopen 2 programs in October. They were thorough in their research and their recommendations. They went above and beyond their daily job to ensure the safety of our program participants and our staff. Because of that, we are recognizing them here today. It's a big group. Next, I would like to recognize our Pediatric Therapy Team Member of the Year. Kara Kaufman, who's the Department Manager, Director for Pediatric Therapy, is here with me. This is a staff member who consistently exemplifies the core values of SOAR365 and has distinguished themselves as an outstanding employee. Jennifer Resitar. In addition to managing her own full-time caseload this year, Jenny volunteered to cover the caseload of a part-time therapist who was out for 3 months on maternity leave, which ensured continuity of care for those families. She initiated a monthly collaboration opportunity for the therapists. They call it Building the Collective Team Toolbox. She also created a survey, Caregivers' Perception of Telehealth Services, to assess caregivers' satisfaction with our remote telehealth services when we converted rather than doing face-to-face. Thank you, Jenny, for your dedication to SOAR365 and to your clients and patients.